In the bustling city of Rajshahi, one woman stood as a beacon of honesty in a world often clouded by corruption. Her name was Aisha Cotton, a 35-year-old executive magistrate known for her unshakable integrity and fearlessness. She wasn't just a government official, she was a public servant in the truest sense, always fighting for the rights of the common people. Her life was dedicated to justice, but she was about to face a battle that would test her very soul and shake the foundations of the system she served. One evening, Aisha received a frantic call. It was about Rafik, a kind-hearted rickshaw puller she knew. He had been in a terrible road accident and was rushed to Rajshahi Medical College Hospital, clinging to life. But the doctors there refused to even touch him. Their price for treatment, a staggering $1,00,000, sum an honest man like Rafik could never afford. Aisha's heart sank. She knew this wasn't just a financial issue. It was a symptom of a deeper, more sinister problem. She decided right then and there that she had to see the truth for herself, not as a magistrate, but as one of the people she had sworn to protect. To uncover the dark secrets of the hospital, Aisha knew she couldn't walk in as a magistrate. She needed to see the system from the bottom up. So she disguised herself. She swapped her professional attire for a simple, worn-out sari, hid her official ID card, and adopted the demeanor of a poor, helpless woman. With her identity concealed, she stepped into the chaotic world of Rajshahi Medical College Hospital. What she witnessed was a scene from a nightmare. The hallways were overflowing with desperate families. The air was thick with the stench of neglect, and every corner reeked of corruption. Patients were being extorted at every turn, forced to pay bribes for everything from a hospital bed to a cylinder of oxygen. It was a marketplace of misery where human life had a price tag. Aisha found Rafik lying on a dirty stretcher in a crowded corridor, groaning in pain. No one was attending to him. She approached the nurse's station and they pointed her toward the office of the senior surgeon, Dr. Saiful Islam. When Aisha entered his room, the doctor didn't even look up from his desk. He arrogantly told her that Rafik needed immediate surgery, but it would cost $3,00,000 in cash, paid directly to him. When Aisha, still in disguise, questioned the morality of demanding such a huge sum, Dr. Saiful laughed in her face. He mocked her poverty, calling her a beggar, and boasted that this was how the system worked. He claimed the money was his fee for saving a life that was otherwise worthless. He saw her not as a person, but as an obstacle. Aisha's calm questioning only fueled the doctor's rage. "Who are you to question me?" he sneered, his face twisted with disdain. "You poor people think you are entitled to everything. Get out of my hospital." He pressed a button, and two burly security guards appeared. They grabbed Aisha by the arms and, without a second thought, dragged her out of the hospital, throwing her onto the dusty street like a piece of trash. Humiliated but not defeated, Aisha's resolve hardened. But Dr. Saiful wasn't finished. To make an example of her, he called the local police station, complaining about a troublemaker who was disrupting his hospital. He bribed the officer in charge, OC Kamal, to arrest her and teach her a lesson. Minutes later, a police van screeched to a halt beside her. The officers, led by OC Kamal, roughly arrested Aisha without asking a single question. At the station, they shoved her into a filthy, dark lockup. When she tried to explain who she was, they laughed. "A magistrate, you." One officer scoffed, looking at her simple clothes. "You're more likely a thief." They mocked her, enjoying her apparent helplessness, completely unaware of the storm they were about to unleash. They had made the biggest mistake of their careers. As they were processing her arrest, a junior constable went through her belongings and found a small, unassuming card. His face went pale. It was her official government ID, clearly stating her name, Aisha Cotton, Executive Magistrate. Panic erupted in the police station. The laughing stopped, replaced by sheer terror. OC Kamal's face turned white as a sheet. Aisha, now calm and collected, made a single phone call. She dialed the deputy commissioner, the highest-ranking civil servant in the district, and then the superintendent of police. Within 15 minutes, the screech of sirens announced their arrival. The DC and SP stormed into the station, their faces grim. They saw their magistrate, a respected officer, locked in a filthy cell. The truth came tumbling out. Without hesitation, the DC suspended OC Kamal on the spot. The SP assured Aisha that a full, transparent investigation would be launched immediately, not just into her wrongful arrest, but into the entire hospital. The investigation that followed was like pulling a thread that unraveled a massive, horrifying tapestry of corruption. It was discovered that Dr. Saval was the kingpin of a 200 crore taka corruption ring. For years, he and a network of doctors, hospital staff, and even police officers had been extorting money from the poorest and most vulnerable patients. The probe revealed a gut-wrenching truth. Over 500 patients had died in the last few years, not from their illnesses, but from neglect and the inability to pay bribes for life-saving treatment. The city was in shock. The public outcry was immense. The system hadn't just failed. It had preyed on its own people. Justice, when it finally came, was swift and decisive. Dr. Saiful Islam was sentenced to life imprisonment and ordered to pay a fine of 20 crore taka. OC Kamal received a 15-year prison sentence for his role in the corruption and for arresting a magistrate. The hospital superintendent and dozens of other staff members were also given various prison terms. But the change didn't stop there. Under the direct supervision of Aisha, and the DC Rajahi Medical College Hospital underwent a complete transformation. CCTV cameras were installed everywhere. A new digital system was implemented to ensure transparent billing. And a bold new policy was declared. All treatments for the poor would be officially and completely free. Aisha Cotton's bravery did not go unnoticed. For her incredible courage and unwavering integrity, she was awarded the prestigious Integrity Medal by the Prime Minister herself in a national ceremony. Her story became a legend, a powerful reminder that it doesn't take an army to fight injustice. It just takes one person with the courage to stand up and speak the truth. Aisha proved that integrity is not just a word, it's a weapon. A weapon that can tear down walls of corruption and build a better, fairer world for everyone. Her actions showed us all that no matter how dark things seem, truth and courage will always, always triumph in the end. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories of courage and justice. We'll see you in the next video.